Stop it.
You can't stop the groove. You can't stop the groove.
Can't stop the groove.
You can't stop the music. Or the motion of the ocean on the...
Oh, God. Okay.
I can just blow a spit bubble.
You nasty. Nasty little shit.
Yeah. They're out there watching us. Kira.
I'm actually three gremlins in a trench coat, and you can't prove me wrong. Emily.
And welcome back to Gremlins by Nature.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
How's everybody?
Have a good weekend.
I mean, well, this comes out on a Friday, so have a good weekend.
I mean, they can tell me about the weekend they had before.
Yeah, a week ago. How was your weekend?
Yeah. How are things?
Tell us about yourselves.
Yeah.
Follow us on social medias. We have people to talk to.
Yeah. We're pretty lonely otherwise.
Kira! Lordy. Okay. Well. Make sure your little guy's moving.
I am. Don't worry.
Okay. You can see it better than me anyway. Oh my god, I got a burp. Hold on. Fuck, we're off to a great start. Sorry, I don't know if that picked up or not, but...
It was beautiful.
Thanks. So Kira...
Yes.
Classic start to our episodes. What are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about conspiracy theories.
And oh boy, I was like, there's not that many conspiracy theories out there. And then I took a brief look and I was like, oh, all of these things are considered conspiracy theories. Okay. But
there are so many, and it's actually alarming. I actually know some people that, like,
straight up believe?
Straight up, and I'm like, choices.
We're making some.
I mean, okay, there are, like, certain conspiracy theories that I can kind of get behind.
Mm-hmm.
But not the ones that the people that I know are choosing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. So, for the quickest example, as we've recently been living through it and are currently still living with the ramifications of it, there was some lovely COVID conspiracies going around, and my favorite one that I thought was just so fucking stupid was that there were microchips in the vaccines that they were going to use to track us or to do whatever, or this, that, and the other thing, and to control us. I'm like, motherfuckers, do you own a phone? You're being tracked already.
Also, like, most people like are assigned a SIM card at birth. Like you know, like,
were you birthed? Were you registered at the hospital?
Yeah, like the like.
Did you go to school?
Your social insurance number has literally been tracking you your whole entire life.
Yeah, there's so many things, like, other than a microchip that have been tracking you your entire life.
And also, honey, I'm sorry, but I don't think you're that interesting that the government needs to, like, watch your every move.
Give a fuck.
Like, I know you want to have main character energy, but I'm sorry, you're not it.
I love that. It's just, I found, like, it was so funny. So, like, my family was talking about it one day, and my dad was like, what do you guys think about this whole, like, microchip bullshit? And my brother was like, hey, if it gives me one step closer to having robotic limbs, fuck it, I'm in. I was like, yeah, you know what? But it's literally that. It's like, if you have a phone, if you're registered with any fucking company, like, if you get Amazon sent to you, like, if you get any delivery sent to you, like, you're fucking... You use GPS on your phone to figure out how to get to the next quickest McDonald's. You think you're not being followed? Well, I shouldn't say followed, but, like...
They're watching you.
Yeah, in this age of technology, there's no way that people can't find you whenever they want. Like, not to, like, freak people the fuck out, but, like...
But, like, I don't think it's possible for you to exist without the government knowing that you exist. Like, it's not a thing.
That being said, when we grew up, especially when I was growing up, like, you never mentioned where you lived or anything online and all this kind of stuff. Like, that was stuff that you kept very private. But now, like, I still don't necessarily give out my exact address like I will
Yeah, no.
never say my exact address on this podcast, but like
No.
I will
But,
say
like,
that I've lived here and I've lived in this area and like yada yada yada, but like the fact that there are children on like TikTok and shit that are just straight up giving out their full addresses, that still is like they don't need to be tracked. They're giving out that info for free.
I was gonna say, because like, you know, even like mentioning, like when we were like younger, like mentioning the town you were from was kind of like, maybe don't.
Yeah.
But like now it's like, okay.
I played World of Warcraft when I was like 12 years old. And some random person was talking to me through there, and I told him I was from Nova Scotia, Canada, and had a fucking mental breakdown because I thought he was going to come find me and murder me. Like, that's real broad still, and I still had a panic attack about it.
Like, I was on Tumblr, and I had made a Tumblr friend.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as you do.
As we do, yeah.
And, like, I found out, because, like, we were just talking that, like, they were from Halifax.
Oh,
and,
cool.
like, it was, like, a really cool thing. But their mom was, like, so paranoid that I was a creepy old man.
Oh,
like,
no.
Like, ma'am, I am talking to your spawn about Percy Jackson. I don't think...
Yeah, you don't need to be worrying about that.
What old man is going to talk to your spawn about Percy fucking Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, it was all so new back then, though, right? Like, no one really understood the whole ramifications of it, but I would like to hope that most people get it now a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm also of that vein where I used to be really scared of a kid as, like, a random person, like, showing up to my house and, like, trying to get me, yada, yada, yada. This is, surprise, surprise, going off tangent of conspiracy theories, but, like, now I'm kind of that mind where, like, no matter how hard you try to hide, if somebody really wants to find you, they gonna find you no matter what.
I mean, they have entire professions based on it.
Exactly.
PIs.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
So it's one of those things where, like, when people were, like, freaking out about that, like, the microchips and they're gonna track us, I'm like,
honey,
you're already.
They done been new.
Yeah, they already know. How they gonna know? 'Cause they already do.
Yeah, like, unless... Like, the only way I can see that, like, this, like, working out is, like, if you in secret had a baby, never got it registered, didn't name it, nothing. Like you, like, home birth, like, in, like, backwoods kind of, like, far away kind of thing, and just hid the child for, like, years.
Yeah.
Then maybe?
Mm-hmm. Like, even people who live off, like, I understand that there are people that live off the grid and stuff like that too, but, like, even when you live off the grid, you're still registered at medical things, because even if you live off the grid, you still need to go to a doctor's every now and again. Like, you still have to, like, I don't live off the grid, obviously. I'm very technologically focused. But yeah, even in, like, those kind of situations, there's still some forms where you have to be registered somewhere. Right, so I don't know. That was just one of the stupid little ones that first came to mind of, like,
which, like, it's a good one to, like, think about, because like it's always the silliest little things that seem to start conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, the birds.
Oh my God, hold on! I just read a quick little thing. So, one of the otter conspiracies mixed in with the long-standing fear of 5G wireless, which the whole 5G wireless thing is, like, it gives everybody cancer kind of thing.
I mean, everything gives you cancer. What else is new?
With fears about the virus, according to the COVID 5G conspiracy, electromagnetic frequencies from cell phone towers undermine the immune system, making people sick with COVID. So now our cell phones are giving us COVID. Researchers reported in 2022 in a journal Medical International Australia. Another conspiracy theory claims that the COVID-19 vaccines contain tracking chips. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. But, like, yeah, our cell phones are giving us COVID now? Downloading them viruses.
Maybe if, like, someone, like, snots all over your phone and then, like, you lick it, then sure, maybe you'll get corona.
Fucking wild. Anyway,
also, don't lick your phone.
No. Just pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, the rest of your life, just fucking wash your hands and don't openly sneeze towards people. Like common sense, people.
Usually, like, when I, like, take phone calls, I'm a put it on speakerphone kind of thing because I don't like having like pressed up to my ear anyway.
Fair, yeah.
So like, we have the technology to not even have the phone close to our face.
Yeah, there's headsets and shit you can use, like microphones, whatever you fucking want.
So like, that's just like one like way to be like more like a germ free kind of thing. Like the only time that like I have ever like put my phone up to my ear is like when I don't have my headphones with me and I get a call in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm not gonna put it on speakerphone if I'm out in public. That's rude. Mama raised me better than that.
Mama don't raise no fool.
I will talk on the phone in public, but I will have headphones in.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's different.
So sorry, I was butting into your beautiful little segue there. Yeah, so much like the chips tracking us, there are other creatures tracking us as well.
The birds.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Do you know the birds?
Do you know the bird? Do you know the word? The bird is the word.
The bourgeoisie. Yeah, so I've never understood that. Like, I get that like pigeons kind of look mildly like they're like watching you.
They're just elevator music behind eyes, though.
Yeah, which I get, but which makes sense. Like I'm gonna try to like piece together why people might think this with it. So like they like stare off into space like no brain kind of thing, and I think that's why they think like the eyes are like fucking cameras or something, because no thought, they hardly ever blink. So like they like think it's like a little like robot or something.
Oh my god.
And like I think that's where it comes from. Again,
I guess, yeah.
It like I understand like certain aspects of to why, but like also like
okay,
what are they gonna do?
Right, can I read you this little bit of a paragraph here going on here? So
Yes.
I randomly Googled conspiracy theories and I got like a top 10 conspiracy theory list, and birds aren't real was on this list. So it says, when is conspiracy not a conspiracy? When it's an elaborate piece of performance art? Or does that make it even more of a conspiracy theory? The birds aren't real conspiracy is a movement developed by Peter McIode, 23, who started spreading the idea in 2017. Until a December 21 interview in the New York Times, McIode, I'm probably pronouncing that last name wrong, I apologize.
How do you spell it?
McINDOE. Yeah, I don't know. Peter. I'm going to just say Peter rather than his last name.
We're friends here. We'll call you Peter.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hi.
Peter stayed in character as a true believer, insisting in media interviews and online that birds aren't real, but rather they are surveillance drones made by U.S. government. Birds Aren't Real has a staff. It has organized real-life protests. It brought real-life billboards, and it emblazoned vans with their claim. The goal, says Peter, is to parody the misinformation that Gen Z finds itself stewing in. That's neat. I didn't know that was the thing behind it. But that is very true. It kind of blends in with that whole, like, don't believe everything you read on the internet shit, which is exactly what he's protesting here. But, okay,
y'all need those 90s ads, like the, like
don't you put it in your mouth.
Like, those ones. Or y'all need the House Hippo commercial, okay?
I'm still mad that house hippos aren't real.
I have a house hippo.
You have a house hippo?
I do. He lives in my kitchen, and he's on top of my rice. I'm being 100% serious. There's a house hippo.
You have a little house hippo.
There's for a move-in present, Jenna got me a little hippo because she knew how much I wanted. So he just lived. I have a house hippo.
I'm so mad. That is adorable. Okay. So it continues to say that he said, birds aren't real is not a shallow satire of conspiracies from the outside. It is from the deep inside. A lot of people in our generation feel the lunacy in all this, and Birds Aren't Real has been a way for people to process that. The experiment revealed that conspiracies sometimes grow by credibility. Local media sometimes reported on Birds Aren't Real as if it was something young people really believed rather than an elaborate joke. Birds Aren't Real organizers hope the joke will become a force of good by exposing all the ways misinformation thrives. Yes, we have been intentionally spreading misinformation for the past 4 years, but it's with a purpose, Peter said. It's about holding up a mirror to America in the internet age. I gotta give him some credit for that one.
That is really smart. And also, a lot of it, he is right about, like, the fucking media.
Oh god, yeah. Fucking the way that they report on shit is wild.
Like, I get that, like, there's, like, evils from all industries.
Mm-hmm.
There are.
Oh, 100%.
It doesn't matter. But, like, I don't know what it is about news outlets that seem to like to...
It's just the way, like he said there, like, the way that they word things is can be so twisted.
It can.
Some Fox News fake shit going on there.
Mm.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That is.
It's, yeah, like, that's the first time actually that I had read that it was created as a joke, but now it kind of makes me love it even more.
Mm.
Of like, yeah, the birds work for the bourgeoisie.
They do.
It is confirmed.
Yeah.
Fact, knowledge. The pigeons are drones.
Fact, no cap.
Fact, no cap. I love pigeons. That's why they're my favorite.
I can get behind the birds work for the bourgeoisie. I can get behind that.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what? I'm adding that to the list of conspiracy theories I believe.
I mean, I love pigeons, so why not? I'd love to have a little pigeon drone. Sign me up.
I mean, you know, in medieval times they used to be messengers.
Now
Why
they're
not?
drones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first, folks. Pigeons work for the bourgeoisie, and they are our drones.
Yeah.
All
y'all with pet pigeons, because that's a thing. There are pet.
I want one so bad.
You brought the enemy into your house.
I mean,
you are my enemy, my enemy.
What are you singing now?
It's a song I saw on TikTok a lot.
I think I know what one you're talking about.
I see who you are, who you are.
Oh,
you are my enemy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have had a lot of caffeine today.
Yeah, we are on a little peek behind the kimono. So I'm gonna keep using that phrase. We record multiple episodes in one day to try to keep ahead of posting schedules.
This is episode 1 of the day.
It's gonna be a long day. We're starting off strong with conspiracy theories today. My favorite, I think, just because of some of the wild stories I've heard around it, and actually because of most recently, a funny little thing. So, Critical Role is a very commonly known D&D franchise. They have a stream, and obviously they play, and yada 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 yada. So, one of the characters, the player, jokingly, during like one of the first few episodes, mentioned about the Earth being flat, and so then he ran with it. So now his character believes that Earth is flat, to the point where he mentioned in a stream a while ago that the Flat Earth Society, the real life Flat Earth Society, reached out to him and was like, "Thank you for broadcasting our cause," and like sent him a commemorative coin and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, no. So
that's actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. Like when he mentioned that on the stream, I thought that was so fucking funny that they're just like, "Thank you," and they're just like taking the piss out of it on the stream and everything. But like,
Flat Earth in general confuses the hell.
When I was younger, there was like a period of time I didn't believe in the Flat Earth conspiracy, but there were some points that people made that I was like, but also, you know, science and you know,
typically learn and grow and evolve.
Exactly.
From my standpoint of learning about Flat Earth, when you look at the we're gonna bring a bit of Greek mythology in here for a second. When you look at like the like Hellenistic worldview of the ancient world in which it was like laid out, like you have like the heavens above as its own thing, and then the earth itself, because it's a ancient worldview, is flat, and there's an underneath side. So it's more like Discworld, if you know anything about Discworld.
Okay. Yeah.
So like that is a very interesting concept to me, but also that comes from the lack of knowledge of
Science.
yes.
And I mean, Discworld, like, to me, Discworld and actual globe world are very similar because the Discworld is, they just assume
It at least
it's
has an
flat.
underneath side.
Yeah, like Discworld and globe world are the same, just one's got some air pumped into it.
Yeah.
You know?
What? Because like there's so many different shaped Earth theories that I just like love, and like I don't know much about it, but Donut World. Donut World.
I
like
need
imagine
to hear more.
imagine an inner tube.
Okay.
Now put all the continents on it. Try to like fit them on there.
That hurts my brain.
I'll show you a picture later.
How?
Oh wait, I just realized I have my tablet in front of me. I can actually look stuff up.
How? With the way everything is connected, like that just I don't. I mean, I guess because like on one side of the inner tube you could have like North Americas and stuff, and then like the middle of the donut could be like the Atlantic Ocean, and then on the other side is like Europe. What the fuck? How? What?
I'm trying to figure out where Australia is on here.
Yeah, you're like missing a lot of continents there, buddy.
Like, maybe, like, I don't know. And then, like, there's, like, one about, like, the fucking Mobius strip.
What the fuck's the Mobius strip? What the fuck? Oh, that's that, like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But, huh? Okay, Donut World hurts my head. We can't talk about that anymore.
Okay.
I'm kidding, but, like, I mean, I feel like I would believe flat Earth before I would believe donut Earth.
Fair. What gets me, though, is when they try to explain how air flights work. Have you heard this?
No.
Okay, so, because sometimes Kira goes on deep dives.
Okay.
So, when you get in a plane, and let's say you start in Australia, just because that's one side of the world.
Right.
For us, because
we're on the
Canada.
other side. Yeah.
So you go and you fly straight across, because like there's no curvature. There's never any curvature. You fly straight.
So we're assuming flat Earth.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So you go, and you fly, and after you get to the other side of Canada, like the west coast, and you get past there's a giant ice wall. All right, stay with me. And then, as soon as you reach the ice wall, blink, back in Australia. You teleport back. That is how flights work.
Can't believe the world is round, but can believe in teleportation. What the fuck? What?
Okay, the giant ice wall is apparently part of like Antarctica because they don't understand how it wraps or whatever.
Because your theory's fucked. Mm-hmm. Like how my brain, like, again, disc Earth, you know, you wrap around and you go to the bottom side, whatever.
I mean, at least you can still have magnetic poles in it, and it makes sense.
But and like just straight up flat is just like how
I don't think they understand how the curvature works because of the fact that it's like if you are to look out into the horizon, you see that things slowly get smaller and fade away.
Mm-hmm.
And that is true for a 3-dimensional plane.
Right.
But when we get into 2-dimensionals, I'm pulling up some physics related
Hell yeah,
shit.
do it. I love it.
When we get into the dimension of 2D, everything that would be before you cannot see past that. Whatever is the closest is there, and that is what is. And if you were to take it out of 2D space and bring it into 3D and turn it and then put it back in, they can't perceive how that works. I probably made little to no sense there. I'm sorry.
I'm a little lost, yeah. But
but like that's my like point is like you can't have conceptually 2D things in a 3D world and apply that theory to how 3D works.
Right. Yeah, true. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's making more sense. Yeah. They're trying to apply 2D physics to a 3D world.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like it I just I don't even know how, like, on one hand, cool if that's what you believe, but also like
Whatever floats your boat.
whatever floats your boat, but also does it really make that big of a difference if the world's flat or if it's round? No.
No. They use it to try to say that global warming is a hoax, which always gets me.
I feel like that's two completely different topics.
I know.
But like, yeah.
Which, by the way, global warming is real.
Yeah, that
I
is
don't
not a
care.
conspiracy.
Like, there is actually science behind it.
We live in Nova Scotia and we haven't had an actual winter in like years.
Yeah. Like last winter,
Iffy.
it was winter.
Yeah.
This year, because usually it starts snowing around November 15th.
Yeah. Ish.
Be generous.
Around there. Yeah.
And it doesn't stop usually until sometime in April, because...
Yeah. Also, our summer hit like 42 degrees, and that's never done that in my 26 years of life.
Right? This year, we haven't had any snow. It is currently February, which is arguably the most snowy month
Mm-hmm.
in Nova Scotia.
Yeah. Used to be December.
So tell me why, when I look outside right now, I see what I would expect to see in October.
Yeah.
Maybe even September.
Also, BC has officially gotten more snow than us this year, and they usually get nothing.
I know.
So, like, we're switching climates. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Climate change is real. Listen to Bill Nye, okay? Bill Nye told us.
Yeah. We're going to be the new Florida, baby. We even got the rednecks to prove it.
We've had them for years.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they've just been a little colder, so they hide away sometimes.
Yeah.
But so, again, on this website, livescience.com.
Oh, live science.
Yeah, this is where I found I don't do a whole lot of research into these, to be honest, people. I just do a quick little Google to get some ideas for things. But
This is how we end up doom scrolling a lot of times.
yeah, 100%.
Which, I mean, it's a vibe.
So one of the things here is flat Earth conspiracy theories first arose in the 1950s and have been given new life in the internet age. They're bizarre, almost quaint. After all, even ancient people knew the Earth was round. The Greeks even figured out the planet's circumference in the 3rd century.
They did.
Since then, astronauts have landed on space and seen the blue marble with their own eyes. Also, the whole like moon landing was fake thing is like, sure, if the original moon landing was fake, like that's fine, but also like we've definitely been out there now. So like, why does it matter if the original one was fake or not? It gave us the motivation to get where we are now with science. Space science.
I'm gonna bring up something. I forget his name, but you know like Adam from College Humor.
Yes. Adam ruins everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen the video on the moon landing.
No,
that
I
he
didn't.
did. But a lot of it is like they claim it was filmed on a soundstage in the 50s.
Right.
In order to achieve what was seen, you would need technology from the 90s, at least,
Yeah.
to even attempt to do that. And we're talking in the 50s.
Yeah.
Let that sink in a little bit. Like, I know we thought that, like, by now we'd have, like, flying cars in the 50s kind of situation.
Right.
But that's
we thought
not...
we'd be Jetsons. All
Me,
that fun
George
stuff.
Jetson.
Sorry.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like it was the 50s.
Yeah. And
We just came out of World War II.
true.
You expect us to
have
fake,
that kind of technology?
Yeah, because you need like to get like the like type of lighting, you'd need lasers, right?
Right.
But the only type of lasers that were available at the time were red and also very tiny. Whereas the type of like lighting that you would need in order to achieve that during that time, you'd need like 1 million of those lasers in the color white, or you need one giant laser.
Can I be honest with you for a
Yes.
moment? I've never actually like seen the full clip. Like I've seen little bits in like videos of people talking about this,
Same.
but I've never actually like watched the full clip that they claim to be have faked.
Same. It's
But-
because they
But I do find that interesting.
there's wind apparently, but people can't understand the concept of space wind because it's a thing. Because
I mean, there's enough of an atmosphere that would still have wind.
plus also with the sun being the way it is and having minor solar flares and constantly moving and it's a giant ball of gas, you are going to let off bursts of air. Ergo, things are gonna.
It's fucking windy on the moon.
It can be windy.
It can be windy on the moon.
Just because space is a vacuum doesn't mean that it is devoid of certain things. Yes, you can't hear sound correctly, but space does have a sound. Space has a sound.
I believe you.
But you can't, it's a weird thing. I know how it works in my head, I just can't articulate it.
It's all good. It's all good.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm heated.
Hey, I like heated, Kira. It's fine.
I can't with these people.
Yeah, it's to me, it's one of those things where like flat Earth, if the moon landing was real, and like those kind of things is like those kind of conspiracies. Those are the main two that are popping to my mind. There's probably a few other ones, but it's like whether it's real or not, literally doesn't fucking make a difference on today. Like
we've proven past it at this point.
We've proven past it, but also like whether the Earth was round or whether the Earth was flat doesn't change how the Earth is functioning right now.
But people like to think it does.
Yeah, but and like the moon landing, whether it was real back then or whether it wasn't, it's like, okay, we're still been to the moon now. We still have people in space right now. We've been to fucking Mars now. Like, why does it like just get over it?
Like,
at this point.
It's honestly idiotic.
I don't know. That's honest. Conspiracy theories are always one of those things where like
I get a good laugh out of them.
Yeah, I find it interesting. Some of them are intriguing in like a genuinely intriguing way, and some of them are intriguing in like a how the fuck did you get here kind of way. But speaking of how the fuck did we get here, I scrolled down and I realized there's more on this list, and the last one.
Are we getting to the aliens part?
No.
Tell me how I came to be.
No, this one doesn't. A lot of these have to do with the U.S., and I find that very funny because it also speaks to the U.S. as a whole.
We love you guys, but sometimes
sometimes you're funny as shit. I gotta say, I have never heard this one before. Being a Canadian myself, Canada,
good Canuck.
So I'm going to read you the title of this, and then I'm going to read you the excerpt that is underneath it.
Right, bet.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. So the title of this one that is
keep
just
a straight face while you do this.
You're not going to make it past the title because I did not. It also doesn't help the picture that they have here. Anyway, okay. Reptilians run the United States government.
Oh, you didn't know about lizard people?
No, I know lizard people have an idea, but the fact that they run the government? Okay, anyway. Okay. The idea that the U.S. government, or perhaps the entire world government, is run by reptilian humanoids is out there, to say the least. And yet, people holding this belief have done real damage. For example, a man who denoted a bomb in downtown Nashville, Tennessee on Christmas Day in 2022 had written a friend about his belief that lizard people walk the planet, disguised as humans. Warner killed himself, damaged 41 buildings, and injured 3 in the bombing. That's fucked up. The idea of half lizard, half humanoid beings goes way back. The one academic tracing it to a pulp fiction magazine story from 1929. British conspiracy theorist David Icke, has been a key spreader of the reptilian shapeshifters control the world conspiracy, which sometimes overlaps with New World Order conspiracy theories that suggest that an elite cabal plan to institute authoritarian global government. These conspiracies often overlap with anti-Semitism, assigning this supposed cabal Jewish roots. Cabal? Cabal? Cabal?
Cabal.
Cabal. Jewish roots. I shouldn't read on this podcast because holy fuck. Anyway, the last thing says the reptilian conspiracy theory got small signal boost with the death of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. According to ProLiaFact, Facebook flagged and removed multiple posts after the Queen's death, calling the monarch a reptile and linking a strange video claims the entire royal family is reptilian. And then look at the fucking picture they have with it.
I was about to say something very mean.
Oh no. Do you want to say it on the podcast or you want to tell me later?
I know she was old and wrinkly.
She might have been a little scaly, but it doesn't mean she was a reptile.
Look, she tried her best. The moisturizer just wasn't working.
Oh, sweet Jesus. God, conspiracy theories give me a giggle for sure.
Like,
holy
also,
fuck.
have you, like, noticed just, like, a lot of conspiracy theories are very much anti-Semitic?
Oh, 100%, yeah. And there's just, like,
Like,
I do find it funny that a lot of them, there are some conspiracies about, like, certain, like, JFK's assassination and, like, certain things about that are, like, these conspiracies, you know, if they were correct, maybe could have made a difference in, like, the solving of a murder or yada, yada, yada.
yes.
But then some of them are just so fucking stupid.
You mean, like, New Coke?
Oh my god, I literally just saw that. What the fuck does New Coke mean?
A theory claims that the Coca-Cola company internationally changed to an inferior formula with New Coke, with the intent of either driving up demand for the original product or permitting the reintroduction of the original with a new formula using cheaper ingredients.
Jesus. You know what's another weird one?
Or it's just capitalism sucks.
Yeah, capitalism fucking sucks. They're like, oh, hey, we're making a shit ton of money and we can make even more if we make it from shitty ingredients? Hell yeah.
That's business, baby.
So one of the other ones that I've heard that is, these are the kind of ones that I like the most.
Okay.
Well, also, you know, there's the Mothman caused 9/11. I don't know if that's a legitimate one, but that's one of my own. But ones like these ones are ones that I always get an interesting kick out of, and it's like the conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne died and this girl named Melissa has replaced her.
Fucking Melissa.
Right?
Okay, but here, while I do, like, sometimes I think it's possible.
Sometimes I'm like, baby, but also people grow up and they change.
But
and they
also, what Canadian calls an ice cap an ice cappuccino?
One that's been abducted by American music industries.
Fair. I just, when I saw that video, I was like, Avril, you're Canadian, sweetie. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, yeah, but like, look at Justin Bieber. He also didn't make a good standing for Canada, so.
Yeah, but he's from Toronto.
Yeah, he's from Toronto. That's fine, yeah. True, you're right. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, those kind of conspiracies of, like, oh, this person has been switched out with a double, or, like, this person really died, but then, you know, something like that. Like, I love those kind of ones where it's like, is this person real? Is this person legit? Like, deep fakes and all that kind of shit is, like,
isn't there one about, like, Alanis Morissette being, actually Lady Gaga? Isn't that, like...
Wait, what?
I think that's what, like, I vaguely remember.
I've never heard of that one.
Like, or something, or, who, not Alanis, Amy Winehouse. I don't know why I thought Alanis was that.
Oh.
Like, Amy Winehouse wasn't, like, happy with what was going on with, like, her, like, industry stuff. So, like, faked her own death.
And now she's back as Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before, but that's intriguing. Also, there's a whole Tupac's not dead.
I mean, maybe.
Who knows? Like, there's so many of those. And I also love how, like, kind of the Mandela effect kind of comes into these things where, like,
it really gets me.
Oh, the Mandela effect. We could have a whole fucking episode about those because I'm going to put it on our list because we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
But
briefly, does Mickey Mouse wear suspenders? I want you to be honest with me. Okay, good. we're on the same page.
He did, like, in the old black and white ones, he had suspenders. Yeah, he did. Hold on.
Maybe in, like, one, but that was not his design.
Oh, fuck. I knew in the red he doesn't have suspenders, but I could have swore.
No.
Because I remember there being, like, a little, like, opening thing for the movies where he had suspenders that he snaps.
You're thinking of Steamboat Willie, and that's not, it doesn't happen.
Holy shit. That's like the Bernstein Bears and
It's Berenstain.
Berenstain, yeah.
Berenstain. Like, I honestly can't remember which one I grew up seeing.
I don't either.
Because I didn't read the books. I watched the TV show.
Yeah. Oh my god. No.
So you have been a victim of the Mandela effect.
I thought he did. Yeah, I guess I was.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, that's a whole nother episode. We're going to talk about those. But, like, yeah, because it was the whole thing of the Mandela effect was, like, everyone thought he was dead, but he was still alive in prison. And, like, he just died, like, a few years ago.
Is he actually dead now?
I think he's actually dead now. Hold on, let me look it up. Nelson Mandela. Yes, he died in 2013.
I thought that's...
Wait.
Because I thought that's when, like, the, like, rumor came out.
It was Wikipedia that I read that off of, so I won't believe Wikipedia. Hold on.
Okay.
Biography of Nelson Mandela. Trying not to have too much dead air while I try to find... Okay, I just want to know when and if he died. I know because he did die in prison.
Why was he in prison? To be fair, I know basically nothing about Nelson Mandela.
He died at his home in somewhere, Johannesburg, there we go, on the 5th of December 2013.
Okay. That feels fake, but I'm gonna...
But it's on, like, his website.
Oh, okay.
So I would assume...
All right.
Yeah.
I will accept
Yeah, because
that.
they thought he died much earlier than that. Like, I think they thought he died in, like, the 90s. But then he's like, no, I'm just in prison, chilling.
Why was he in prison?
One moment.
I like know nothing.
Mandela was arrested in a countrywide police swoop on 1956 that led to the 1956 treason trial. Men and women of all races found themselves in the dock of the marathon trial and only ended with the last 28 accused, including Mandela, were acquitted on March 21st, 1960. Police killed 69 unarmed people in a protest. Mandela and his colleagues in the treason trial were among thousands. So I think he was part of a protest, and he got arrested for being part of the protest. Because he was a politician for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, he was involved in politics, and then he was... This is just a very quick... If I'm wrong, please correct me. Yeah, the treason trial... Mandela and 7 other accused were convicted, and the next day were sentenced to life imprisonment. On trial for sabotage in what became known as the Rivona trial, while facing death penalty, his words to the court at the end of his famous speech from the docks on April became immortalized. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and equal opportunities. It is an idea which I hope to live for and to achieve, but if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. So yeah, he was standing up against, like, anti-Semitism and stuff, I believe.
So...
Then he was released from prison in 1988.
Oh no, you were protesting about equal rights. God damn, let's throw you in prison. Like, I don't...
Welcome to the 60s, honey.
I
Nobody had rights back then.
Well, I mean...
white men had rights, and that's about it.
Straight white man.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a whole tangent, but yeah, so I like those kind of conspiracy theories about like this person's died and they've been replaced with a doppelganger, or like this person is dead but yet they're alive, and like how are they still alive? They were supposed to have died at this point, or like,
Which, like, I don't know, like, part of me's like, yeah, that's really cool, but also I'm like, you stupid? You stupido?
I don't know. It's neat.
Not you, stupido.
No,
like,
I mean,
the
I can be
people that
stupid.
make the theory is stupido.
Yeah, I don't know. It's intriguing. I like it. Anyway.
So, I specifically like all the like things to do with like the Illuminati.
Oh yeah.
Just like it's just so confusing.
Beyonce's a member of the Illuminati. Did you know that?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
So is apparently Barack Obama.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like it's just like all like the like, because like the Illuminati has been around for a long time, like longer than people actually think.
Right.
Along with like Freemasonry and the Knights of Templar, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
So like, and I get that like it. I don't know it. I think it's a lot to do with like people want someone to blame that isn't themselves, kind of thing.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Which I mean, mood.
Yeah.
But like, you're really telling me that there's this random elite group of people that are watching our every move and just like really, you're really gonna.
Yeah, I mean, there's the whole like Big Brother thing too, which is like part of that whole like they're the Illuminati, like they're part of that whole thing. And I mean, I feel like I don't disbelieve that there are some groups to that extent that exist out in the world. I mean, fucking the CIA themselves is one, right? Like, I mean, there are groups out there that are monitoring things that people do.
Yeah.
And when it comes to things like the Illuminati and like all that kind of shit, part of me wants to hope it's true because I just think it's kind of badass.
Yeah.
And also, like, there's a little bit of magic mixed in there, you know?
There's wonder, you know? It's great.
Like Bermuda Triangle. What happens? I want to know. Is it a portal to the Fey realm? Take me there.
Seriously, I would like to go to the Fey realm, not the Bermuda Triangle.
Fuck yeah. That'd be so cool.
Like, I think it would be, like, interesting. And, like, obviously, like, because, like, I am not going to lie, I kind of think we live in a simulation, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, obviously, we don't. But
glitches in the Matrix, you know, all that fun stuff.
Sometimes you just look at things and you're like, that's not how that, no.
Oh, man, when I, like, have a dream, when I have those dreams where they, like, feel so real, and then you wake up and you're like, did this actually happen, or was it a dream? I'm like, did I just, like, reboot to a previous saved file or something? Yeah. Like, what happened?
And, like, the whole, like, deja vu thing.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me this. Do you ever have, this is going to sound very, I don't know how else to word it, but prophetic dreams?
Yeah, kind of like where you dream something and then it happens, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, exactly.
Yeah. Like, I've had dreams that are the reason I get deja vu, because I'm like, I saw this in a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But I also believe in the whole, like, every time you make a decision in your life, a new reality is created.
Which,
so then, to, like, in my brain, when I think about it, it's like when you get deja vu, when those separate realities that were created somehow meet up again. And then you have that deja vu moment, and then they keep going in their own way.
Which I can get behind.
You know? Yeah.
It always weirds me out, though, because it's always the most random things.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Like, the first time I did, like, still life drawing in class, I was, like, there, and I'm just, like, doing it, and, like, I just, like, look up, and exactly something from, like, a dream. I'm like, and, like, the conversations that are happening.
Yep.
I'm like, and obviously, deja vu is created by short-term memory being stored in long-term, because that sometimes happens. If you wanted to know the science behind it.
I did know that. Cool.
It's fun.
The more you know.
Knowing is growing, sharing is caring. So that is why we get deja vu. But it's just I don't know. I feel like when it's the exact conversation.
Oh yeah, exact conversations or like exact word that triggers it. Like I've gotten deja vu when it's like the first time I've ever met somebody and something they say is like, and then it triggers a moment and I'm like, I've never met you before. Or like deja vu when you meet somebody you're like, how do I know you?
Yeah.
But you've never met them before.
Do you get deja vu?
When you think of me, when you're with her. I don't remember how the song goes. Yeah. Anyway.
But
so much. We could go down so many rabbit holes, but holy fuck, yeah.
One of my favorite conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Is Walt Disney's head.
Yes! Oh my god, I hope it's frozen in Disney.
Hope.
I want it. I want him to come back as like a Terminator cyborg someday.
See, part of me, yes. But also, the man was very anti-Semitic, so like I have opinions.
Well, yeah, okay. As a woke cyborg, not as his original self.
Like, if we can bring him back without...
Make a little tweaks to the brain before you plug it into a machine.
Without the problematic behavior.
Man, if we could do that with all men.
Just everyone. No more problematic
No more
behavior.
stupid shit. That'd be wonderful.
So, like, and give me like a conspiracy theory that you actually have. Like, do you have one? Like that you personally believe.
Not really, because I don't really think about them that much. Like I said, like a lot of these I forgot classify as conspiracy theories. No, it more is like if somebody mentions something, I'm like, oh well, maybe, I don't know. I can't explain everything in life, but I guess the conspiracy theory that magic is real to some extent. I believe that not everything can be explained by science. Sometimes it just is what it is.
True, that makes sense.
That's about it. I feel like you have one locked and loaded. What's up?
Purple Taxi.
Purple Taxi. Yeah, that one I believe.
Listen, too many weird things happen. It only has to happen a couple times.
Every time I see a purple light now, I'm like,
like I know did I mention this in our like horror or like scary story?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like y'all know like my thing with like the purple taxi or purple lighted taxi, but like it's the fact that it's happened multiple. One time is fine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's happened like 5 times. I'm like, there's too many weird things and alternate realities. I don't like it here. Is there an alternate reality where I'm not mentally ill?
Right. I wish.
Because let's expand on this. Let's say that like when I went to that alternate reality, because I do believe with like a time there was a fucking time ripple thing going on there.
Okay.
What if that's what caused my mental illness?
Man, when you see too much shit and that's what causes it, yeah.
So yeah. Obviously, like I'm more on the side of like just weird things have happened. I'm not saying that like I have experienced alternate reality, even though I'm pretty sure I did. I have witnesses.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is. It's one of those things where like I'm never gonna. If whatever you've experienced isn't harming someone else or like harming someone else's integrity or yada yada, like if you're just like, yeah, I saw some fucked up shit, I'm like, okay, I have no reason or no right to say that you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like
it as long as the conspiracy theories don't hurt anyone, they're just fun little things.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to believe in the, like, I don't know, flying spaghetti monster.
Flying spaghetti monster. If I want to believe in fucking Mothman, I'm gonna believe in fucking Mothman. Not fucking Mothman, but like, if I'm gonna believe in Mothman, don't give me that look. No. We ain't furry type around here. Fully. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes they make them anime characters a little too cute. Anyway. Hey, we all wanted to fuck Lola Bunny. Don't even trip. You watched Space Jam. We all wanted Lola.
I mean, to be fair, that's before I understood what homosexuality was. But
A homosexual. Yeah, fair. Okay.
see, like, a lot of, like, your guys' like gay awakenings happened at like a young age, but like I'm just blissfully unaware. Like, oh.
Well, see, I never had. I wouldn't say I had a defining gay awakening moment. What?
I don't think I did either.
No, it was just kind of like, oh, she's cute. And again, I learned at a very young age about my father being gay, and I was just like, oh, okay, cool, it's genetic. So I just, cool.
I was just blissfully unaware, and then I'm like, oh, homosexuality is a thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, what if? And then turns out.
Well, because I was like, oh, it's genetic, okay. And then I was like, and then it went through like a junior high phase of like, kids are fucking assholes. So then it was like, oh, well, I don't want to be. And then whatever, like maybe it's not genetic because I don't think I am. And then it was like high school, and it was like, maybe I am. Maybe it is. And then maybe, no, I don't know. And then college hit, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Maybe it is a little genetic.
Don't you know the frogs are turning the water gay?
The frogs are turning everybody gay?
We're putting chemicals in the water and making the freaking frogs gay. Do you understand that?
Jesus Christ. Well.
Wait, can we talk, just quickly?
Yes, go for it.
That man is Canadian.
I don't know who that man is.
Alex Jones, the guy that
turning the water,
the waters, they're putting chemicals in the water.
And
that's
turning the frogs gay?
Yeah.
He's Canadian?
He's Canadian.
We love it. We love an icon.
He is possibly one of the biggest conspiracy theorists.
Oh, is he? I don't actually know who he is. I just have heard the song through TikTok.
I'm going to show you Alex Jones videos later.
Please do. That would be wonderful. Well, I think that's all we have for today on conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Please let us know and share your favorites.
Yeah.
Because that would be wonderful.
Are you part of Flat Earth? If you are,
far off.
You know, try to explain to me how it works in your mind.
Yeah.
I would love to know. I am nothing if not someone who loves learning.
Yeah.
I might not like what you're teaching me. But
I'll try.
But, like, I will be open. Unless it's about racism or anti-Semitism, then I will punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, preach. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, bye! 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 Hey y'all, we just wanted to pop back in here at the end of the episode and thank you again for listening and let you know where you can find us.
You can find me, Kira, on all social platforms under the name Fish Antlers. I also have an online store. Maybe check it out. It's also called Fish Antlers.
And you can find me, Emily, on all social media platforms under Lil Halfling for my personal account or Seymour Snaps for some photography stuff that is mentioned in quite a few of our episodes. But it's fun to do.
For more Gremlins by Nature, we are on all socials at Gremlins by Nature. We'd love to hear from you guys, so tag us or hashtag the GBN pod or Gremlins by Nature and let us know what you want to hear us talk about.
Or if you have any additional stories or information on things we've already talked about, we want to hear about that too.
You can listen to our episodes every second Friday anywhere you can listen to podcasts. And if you can't find us where you normally listen, let us know and we'll add ourselves there.
Thanks all. Bye.